For years, I copied professional athletes' workouts and expected to get the same results. Honestly, how are you going to take Jim Stoppani's, Steve Cook's, Chris Gethin, Arnold Schwarzenegger's program, apply it to yourself and expect the same results? And I'm just harsh. And that's definitely not what you want to do, because you are a different person and you need to have a customized program for yourself. So today we're going to talk about how to create your own program based on your goals. So the first thing that we need to decide is your goal. What do you want to do? Why do you want to do it? Most common goals are strength and power, hypertrophy and size, or endurance and weight loss. And I'll talk about why weight loss is combined with endurance later on. So once we have that goal defined, you need to apply each of the things that you're going to learn today to your actual program so that you can accomplish that goal. Let's get right into it. We're going to talk about strength and power to start. Strength, power, lifting something heavy for very minimal reps. There's not real endurance in it, not really size, it's just lifting heavy weights. Heavy weights would be somewhere between 70 and 95% of your 1 rep max. If you don't know your 1 rep max on your lifts, check out my other video. It'll tell you exactly how to figure out your 1 rep max in a safe manner. Now you're gonna wanna lift those weights for 1 to 5 reps. So not going crazy, not lifting any more than 5. You're gonna do between 2 and 6 sets, okay? And you definitely wanna take between 3 and 5 minutes of rest in between each set. That's because one energy system that is really utilized when you're lifting something heavy takes that amount of time to recover after each lift. So I'm gonna get a little sciencey with you, okay? So try and hang on. If you don't understand, leave a comment, ask a question, and I'll answer it the best I can. So when you work out, your muscle is contracting, right? So your fibers are contracting and stretching. So when you're doing a power exercise or a strength exercise, what you wanna do is really increase the amount of muscle fibers being used. That's the amount of muscle fibers contracting and stretching. So in order to do that, you really want more muscle fibers. So as we go through this, we're going to talk about reps, sets, and rests. And I want to explain exactly what that means. So I'm going to take an example that you'll learn here in a second. But if I'm doing a power program, right, I'm going to do 1 to 5 reps, right? So I'm going to sit down on the bench. I'm going to move the barbell 1 to 5 times. Then I'm going to rack it. That is 1 set. Then I rest in between each set. So I'm gonna rest 3 to 5 minutes, which you'll learn here in a second. And then I'm gonna do my second set of 1 to 5 reps. So reps are the amount of times you actually move the weight. Sets are made up of reps, and then rest is in between each set. So why 1 to 5 reps? It's really because the output of force from your body is related to the amount of stimulus you put on your muscle. So that being said, like if you're doing 70 to 95% of your 1 rep max, that is a high stimulus on your muscle, which is going to be related to a higher force output. So 1 to 5 reps. If you're doing more than 5 reps, then you're actually stimulating it in a different way for like an endurance exercise or even hypertrophy, which we'll get into. So the next goal we're going to talk about is hypertrophy or size. So that is not related to strength as much. You're still going to get stronger to a certain extent, but it's not really a strength or power thing. It's a muscle size thing. You look bigger. And hypertrophy is actually increasing the size of the muscle fiber. Now with hypertrophy and size, you're going to want to get between 6 to 7 reps for a hybrid power/strength and hypertrophy/size. So it kind of overlaps. You're going to gain the most strength, but also you're going to get bigger, like physically. If you want just to get bigger physically and not as much strength, then you're gonna go from 8 to 12 reps. So that is going to increase that muscle fiber, increase the blood flow in your muscle, and make you look a lot bigger. Let me say it one more time. You're not going to sacrifice strength. You're still going to get stronger. It's just not as much as if you were to do 1 to 5 reps like a strength program. Now for this, you're definitely gonna wanna get between 45 seconds and 2 minutes of rest, depending on how you're feeling, everything like that. You're really wanting to put as much blood into your muscle as possible to stimulate that growth. And your sets, you're gonna do 3 to 5. Not less, not more, right around 3 to 5. Again, really feel your body, connect with it, say, okay, maybe I need to do 4, maybe I need to do 5. Every once in a while I'll do 6, but you really wanna stay within those reps and the amount of weight for that right stimulus. So the third goal is endurance or weight loss. Now I combine the two because if you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to do the other ones. Typically with those, you're going to be gaining weight because you want to get stronger, you want to get bigger. So with endurance exercises, you're going to want to stick to rep ranges between 12 and 15. That will actually do a hybrid of size and endurance. And if you want to do purely endurance, just last forever, you're going to do 15 plus reps. Now for the sets, you're going to do up to 3 sets of your reps, and you're going to want to do between 30 and 50% of your 1 rep max. Okay, so this is really just getting moving, feeling the exercises, everything like that, but ensuring that you can still continue on. It's not trying to overload your body or anything like that. You're really pushing yourself in a different way than strength. All right, to recap really quickly. Strength, you're gonna do 1 to 5 reps, 2 to 6 sets of those reps. You're gonna do 3 to 5 minutes of rest, and you're gonna stay between 70 and 95% of your 1 rep max. So no matter what goal you decide to go with, you definitely wanna get your fundamental lifts down. And by fundamentals, I'm talking about your squat, your deadlift, your bench press, your overhead press, and your chin up. These fundamentals create your limit strength. And your limit strength is basically the max amount of weight you can do for these types of exercises. So for example, if I can bench press 100 pounds, just for rough numbers, I can't be expected to dumbbell bench press 200 pounds. If I increase my bench press, I'll be able to increase my dumbbell bench press. So if you increase the strength of these fundamentals, you're going to be able to increase your strength overall. Now that also goes with hypertrophy and endurance because of the form. If you're not worried about strength, make sure you have the form of those exercises down so then you can really connect with your muscles and do the other exercises that are just different variations. So make sure you learn how to get the correct form on these movements and then really gain your strength through those, which then will go on to like auxiliary movements or other types of movements that are just different variables of that movement. All right guys, we talked about a lot today, but there's still one lingering question, and that is my nutrition. What do I eat? How do I eat it? Everything like that. And that's a big question, and it takes a big answer. So that's gonna be my next video. So be sure to subscribe so that you get notified when I post that for that answer. And if you haven't already, go check out my 1 rep max video. That'll teach you how to figure out your 1 rep max in a safe manner so that you can apply those percentages that we talked about today to your workout routine. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Brian Burke Fitness, and I'll see you guys next time.